Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
A huge play right off the bat, 38 yards.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And a good run there. He'll get him 5 yards.
Donovan Wilson on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll put Addison in motion. On play action, here's McCarthy. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down. Give him 27. And it's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give.
And he will take it in himself. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems, Mike, the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He gets it to go. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Cowboys nothing.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
Well, it seems like we say the same thing, doesn't it, going into every season? And it's part of being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. There's no bigger spotlight in sports. The pressure is on you from day one, and Dak Prescott has never shied away from any of it. So can he get back healthy? Can he be out there for all the regular season games? Because when he's been healthy and that group around him has been intact, they're a perennial playoff contender. Can they get back to that? I think that's what everyone around the league is wondering. And a lot of that success down in Dallas is going to come down to the play at quarterback by Dak Prescott.
After a gain of 5 on first down, it is 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Dak. And he'll be dropped down just shy of midfield. Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That's to Ferguson once again. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows. And if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
10-yard gain, but it's 4.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This about as short as you can get. Aubrey's pick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. At the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see the football for the second time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of
So a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And nice work after the catch. He stops a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
A gain of 10.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That's another Vikings 1st down. It's a gain of 10. And the Vikings 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He's got it about the 8. They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down, 1st and goal.
That's another Vikings 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground.
To the goal line and in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Vikings.
Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings extend their advantage to 14-3.
Cowboys 3.
Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Prescott now. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, it is 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's down. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
I can't believe this.
Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. In motion, Naylor. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He's going to let one fly for Addison. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
32 yards.
That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
1st and 10 at the
So now a timeout for the
27-yard
Vikings.
line.
That is their first as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
It's gonna be a good day, boys.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Minnesota.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Riker good with the extra point. The Vikings move out to a 21-3 advantage. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. Pistol now for Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
1st and 10. Now Prescott. His pass right side. Caught by Lamb. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Prescott again. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This from 45 yards away.
45-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within 2 scores.
And at this point, they need all the points they can get. So kudos to them coming away with 3 before the half. And I think they're going to need an overall better performance offensively going forward if they plan on pulling off this second half comeback.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Turpin. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Prescott. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On third down, Prescott. Open man, left side. He's got it. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. On the play fake, Dak. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And I'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Third and short. Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Now Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. They'll run the toss here with Jones. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
That's caught downfield by Jefferson. Why not go back to it? That one good for 20 yards and a 1st down.
That's another Vikings 1st down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. In motion, Naylor. On the run, Jones begins this 4th quarter. And he is going to have a Vikings 1st down. He gets 5 and needed only a yard.
Vikings 1st down. It's a gain of 6.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. 4th quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 23-yard line.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Now a handoff. Jones. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. In motion, Naylor. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain. And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll try it, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Vikings. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Will Riker down, on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Cowboys 13. Will
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Prescott. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Out wide, that's to Davis.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll drop to throw. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
They'll throw again. Down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. Now he'll air one out. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Jones. Now the Cowboys will take a timeout. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
A loss of 6 yards. Another 3 and out.
So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Back deep to receive the explosion. And this is going to be a touchdown. Right place, right time. They avoid a turnover and turn it into 6 points. Greg, we talk about it so often. Very little room to operate. And the special teams unit takes advantage, not only the block, but they recover for the touchdown.
And this is always the concern, Mike. Anytime you have to operate and punt out of your own end zone, there's just not the necessary space like there is in the field between the punter and the protection unit. In this case, the defense just gets aggressive. They put the rush on. They come away with the block. Touchdown.
The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try and recover an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They're able to get the